The competency is going to be the interest formula. There is not a specific problem that I'm doing right now. I'm just making a suggestion to you of how I want you to solve for interest in problems that you're going to handle in the future. One of them coming up very, very soon. What I would suggest you do is use a T-bar that looks like this. AI over P times R. AI, which stands for annualized interest. If it makes you feel better, just use annual interest, that's okay. Keyword being annual. Annual interest equals principal times rate. Okay? Annual interest equals principal times rate. You with me so far? What if I were to tell you that you had a loan amount of, let's make up an easy number. Do you mind me using $100,000 for demonstration purposes? The problem with $100,000 is sometimes it makes you think things that are not true. The answer to every problem is not going to be 100,000 or 1% or something, or 1,000 or something like that. I just use it because the math is easy. I'm going to use 100,000 as my principal. Bill, do you remember from earlier today? The principal is your loan amount at any given time. Okay, so it doesn't matter where we are in the amortization chart. This will work. If I were to ask you how much interest you paid in a month on a loan that is $100,000 at an interest rate of, let's call it 4.5%, 4.5%. Did you notice what my question was? How much interest will you pay in a what? Month. So watch this. 100,000 times 4.5% is going to be how much? $4,500. Okay? Now I want you to stop there for just a moment and ask yourself what you just found. According to the formula, you found annual interest, correct? So if I ask you how much your monthly interest is, you're going to take $4,500 and divide it by what? Divide it by 12. 375? Good, that's what I thought. And you say, well, okay, Chris, that's great, but what did we learn? What we learned is, in a month that you owed $100,000 at 4.5% interest, $375 of your monthly payment went to just interest, just to pay the bank for the money that you borrowed. Okay? And that's where we're going. Incidentally, let me tell you where we're going to be going in chapter 15 once we start doing settlement statements. When we start doing settlement statements, I'm going to ask you how much interest is per day. If I had asked you how much interest is per day, instead of dividing by 12, what would you have divided by? Technically in this class we use 360. We use what's called a banker year. 12 months times 30 days equals 360. I'll alert you to that once we get there. Okay? But you're exactly right. You understand that this formula can be used for solving for both of those. Right? Alright, let me give you some relevant. Lisa, do you feel better for knowing this? You really should. I mean, this is something a lot of people don't know. Let's put it into play. Your next topic, your next competency is going to be balance after a monthly payment. Balance after a monthly payment. In other words, after you make your loan payment, how much do you owe? Balance after a monthly payment. I can almost promise you, you will get tested on this. And Bill, it doesn't matter if it's the first payment or if it's the 23rd. This will always work, okay? As it turns out, we often use the first one as an example. But having said that, it'll work anywhere in the amortization chart, okay? So here's the deal. On a $200,000 loan, I'm stipulating that the loan amount is $200,000. I'm going to suggest that your interest rate is 6% for 30 years. And I will also stipulate that your monthly P&I payment is $1,200. These are the same numbers we used just a couple of problems back. They just happen to be very easy to work with when I'm giving examples, okay? If you wanted to check me on this, you could look and see at 6%, 30 years, the amortization factor is 6. 200,000 divided by 1,000 is 200 times 6 would be 1,200. That's where I got that from. All right, Christine, that number right there includes not just principal, but also what? That is your principal and interest payment. Just a moment ago, we talked about the interest formula. So basically what I'm asking is, if you make that payment, how much are you going to pay that loan down? Interestingly enough, I don't have a simple formula for solving for principal, but we now do have a simple formula for solving for interest, don't we? Okay, so watch this. And this problem right here, at the time that we're starting this problem, what is the principal? $200,000. What is the interest rate? Not the amortization factor, the rate. 6%. 200,000 times 6% equals 12,000. But 12,000 is your, remember the chart said annual interest, right? You with me? So if that's your annual interest, and I want to find out how much you paid this month, what are we going to divide that by? 12. So 12,000 divided by 12 equals $1,000 interest. Month one in this problem. Okay, if you'll relax a little bit, you might see where I'm going with my next step. You made a payment of $1,200, right? You made a payment of $1,200 P&I, of which 1,000 of it went where? Interest. Where'd the rest of it go? That's exactly the way that your loan works. When you make a payment, the first part goes to interest. Anything above the interest will go directly to principal reduction. All right? So you started off with $200,000. Bobby, after making a $1,200 payment, how much do you still owe on that $200,000 loan? 200,000 minus 200 bucks. You still owe $199,800. $199,800. You made a $1,200 payment. 200 of it went to paying your loan down. And 6% is not a bad rate. It's not great in today's market, but historically, not a bad rate. Okay? This is why banks build large monuments to themselves, okay? They front load this with the interest because of the way that the formula works out. You know, you start dealing with people that don't understand this formula and they're naive, and you ask them, you say, how long have you been paying your mortgage? Well, we've lived in the house for 2 years. We've paid $1,200 a month. We've probably paid down $20,000. Calculate again. You've probably paid down $2,000, a little more than that. But they've only paid down a few $1,000s at that point. This is the interest formula. This is the balance after one monthly payment. Make sense? Yes?
And for the second month, we go.
Second month, stop. Let's try it. Liana says she wants to throw down a challenge. She wants to know how much your balance will be after making a second monthly payment. Right, Liana? Watch this. Let's talk about what changes and what stays the same. Would you agree with me that after you finish month one, you owed $199,800? Does everybody agree that that's what we just found? Give me 1 second to erase. Let's talk about what's different and let's talk about what's the same. Oh, let's see, the interest rate's the same. The monthly payment's the same, right? Liana, what's different from month two? The loan amount, the principal. And if one part of our T-bar changes, it's going to change the numbers, right? Now granted, the interest rate is still going to be the same, but I need some help. 199.8 times 6%. Somebody help me with that number, please. 11,988. And according to our formula, that's our annual interest. So to figure out how much interest we pay per month, month 2 literally, we're going to divide 11,988 by what?
12.
Divided by 12 because we need monthly interest. And that's going to come to $9.99. Now look at this. You'll be able to see it in your notes. Notice in month 1, $1,000 went to interest. Month 2, only $9.99 went to interest, which means more went to what? Principal. $1. $1 more. Yeah. So you made a $1,200 payment, of which 99 went to interest. So you have P and I minus I equals P, 201 principal. And if you started at 199.8 and subtract out 201, congratulations, after making 2 payments, you only owe $199,599. $199,599. But here's a good thing for you. If you're checking yourself, if your loan is properly amortized, it makes sense that every month you're paying slightly more principal, slightly less interest. Okay? So that's the way you can kind of check yourself on this. Liana, would you like to know what it's going to be if you pay 3 months? We can do this 360 times if you want to. And on the 360th payment, what will we come to?
0.
0. If it's properly amortized and you make your payments on time. Feeling good, Elizabeth? Look at you. Look at you. Questions or comments on this? And you can cut that.